to day 9. As we progress through the program, um, there is a lot of activities, I know, but these are simple tools for life. But if you can continue to use this 25-30 minutes for yourself, that itself is a success. So thank you for joining live, and hello to people who will be looking at the recording. So please to have your own time to do this. So feedback, we just had a look at the feedback. Please to log into the portal, give us the feedback. And tomorrow I'll release the feedback form again with different questions, give you feedback on that. So we are building. I'm not going to recap all these things. You should be very, very familiar. Day 1 to 5 was all about you. And day 6, 7 onwards, where we started to build up around, okay, it's not just about me, there are people around me. So we looked at communication tractor. We built our own personal scorecard on day 6. It kind of gives us the people whom we are searching for is more or less like us. That's what we were looking at. And we just thought, okay, what are the different mindsets that we want in the best experience? What's the experience that we don't want? And we put the worst experience, and we create our own scorecard so that we could start to work with people whom we like most, and we start to kind of keep distance on the people whom we can't avoid, but at the same time, we just have to live with it. So that's there. Next, from scorecard, we move to important point, which is communication tracker, because it's important for you to know how you'd like to be communicated. So I don't like calls from random people. So you text me and then you call me. Similarly, I prefer text messages, WhatsApp messages, rather than emails and phone calls, unless it's absolutely necessary. So what's your mode? Does your colleague or your partner or your line manager, everybody knows, hey, if you want to get things out of me, this is the quickest way to reach me. Do they know? And do you know what they want from you? What's the preferred tool? That's what we looked at day 7. So this is going to cut the clutter, and this is going to avoid a lot of confrontations where I emailed you, I send you this, I send you that, and all these things, because they might have sent you in a format that you don't manage yourself. You might have missed it, and the whole thing start to go. Plus, it's the same time, if you work along yourself with your preferred mode of communication, with others' preferred mode of communication, then you all can work harmoniously. That's what we looked at. Yesterday, we looked at relationship planner. So we moved from communication and we looked at, who are these people? We split up into 2 parts. Most of the time, we say that we go to work and then we come back home, or we work from home. But either way, there are people who are related to work and also at home or personal. If so, who are these 20 important people, that you want to keep in touch? You can split it into 2 parts. One is lifelong, long-term future, and the other one is 20 people for the immediate future, which means in the next 3 years, I want to move into, say, New York, which means I want to look at relationships within New York so that I know in the next 3 years I can do. That falls in there. The next 3 years, I want to change my role. So I want to start to build relationships or build my capabilities around it with, so what I'm going to do now. That's all your long-term future. The next 3 years, I need to work my work through so that I'll spend more time with my children. If so, how am I going to reduce my workload? Whatever is it, who do I need to have in place? Do I have to recruit a couple of people? How do I going to manage my relationship at home? Who are these people? You want to identify the people who in your life already, and you're also going to identify people who, if they come into your life, will make your life better, right? And who are these people? Right? A simple LinkedIn connection request to someone who you want to know, who always want to know. Right? In my case, funding is big, right? Baachu has come to a point where I can't bootstrap anymore. So I need funding, which means the relationship in the next 3 years, we need to raise a lot of funding. If so, I need to learn who are the venture capitalists, who are the investors, who are the other people, who can put money on it. That's the long-term future. For that, I need to have 90 days, who it is, what it is. It's the same. So we are going to also not just list, we are going to find the best results, which means this person, what is it? Also think it's not just about you, what you could give them, which means what's the best result you want to have for both of you, between you and your manager, between you and your colleague, between you and your partner, between you and your children, you and your immediate family. And that's the thing. You can work together on that. So that's where we left relationship planner yesterday. Very, very important. Even if you manage to complete 5 key relationship with 5 best results yesterday, good work. I assume you build it on more, but that's it. And work this quarter around it. So breathing, always there. Today, we are going to build from there, right? We are going to build from there. It's all great. It's all good. I go to work or I work from home. or I'm looking for work, or I'm actually in a break, anything. There's a lot of stuff that we do. Have we ever took some time and have a look? Sometimes you do tasks on a daily basis, some tasks you do on a weekly basis, some tasks you do on a monthly basis, some tasks you could do every quarterly basis, some tasks happens reactively. So activity tracker is in front of you. I just want you to just take a time and then list every small bits. You're going to spend 8 minutes on this activity, 8 solid minutes. I don't want you to write, there are some generic things right here, right? Open the email, meet with managers, call clients, team calls, I write proposals, cooking, cleaning, washing. All these you might take it for granted, but these take your life at the moment, right? Let's acknowledge what we already do before we actually decide what we need to move from daily to weekly, weekly to monthly. If so, what happens? Before we do that analysis, which we'll do next week, just want you to just take time to list every single activity that you normally do. Please take time to just do it. It's in the template. Write your name, write your date, make a start. 8 minutes. So I'll stop you when the clock reaches 18. So continue, please. If it's really quiet, maybe I'll put some background music.
Building your online business?
Typical. If it's easier, just think about what do you do Monday to Friday? What do you do Saturday, Sunday? Your activities might vary, right? Your activities might vary between weekdays and weekends. And your activities might vary if you have kids during school holidays time. Just think it through in different buckets if it's hard for you to visualize on a day-to-day basis, right? Focus on that. Continue. Small or big, write everything, write everything. By now, you should have at least completed, say, 15. To make this exercise work, which you'll use it tomorrow, you need to have at least 30 on this, 30, 30. So if you can complete as many activities, walking to school, walking to work, anything and everything, please do go. You need to have minimum 30 on it. But today, do your best to get at least 15, 20. I'll give you another 2-3 minutes. Please continue.
When you're in the truck.
Right. How are we doing? Who has completed at least 15? 1, 5. Yeah. Don't make it too complex. Just go more. That's it. Because you might have, in very simple terms. Yeah, go for it. Nice work. I think I just want you to add more and more. And keep it simple. You'll be surprised how standardized your life is, right? What do you do when you wake up before you go to bed? In between, if you work from home or if you're going to work, you'll be surprised how standardized your life is. And tomorrow, what we'll be doing that is how much of that do you actually need to do? You'll be starting to filter them. How much of that can you delegate? Because we can't remove them from our life, but we can remove that from our to-do list and pass it to somebody else. And how much of that do we actually need to do that we enjoy? And what else can we add to it? Right? That's what we will do tomorrow. For that to happen, we have to first understand how cluttered is our life. How much activity do we need? Right? And please do continue this. Have as many Minimum 30 is what I'll be looking for, if possible more, so that we can start to bucket them into certain activities, as I told you, tomorrow, and we'll go from there. And that will be a nice close for the week, right? So that's the end of activity inventory, which is our day 9. Understand within your life and work, what are the type of activities that you do, even going to have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, all things add up, right? Leave it there and do that one. And tomorrow we will be continuing with this, because we will be packaging them into different buckets, as I told you. It's time for our weekly meditation, our daily meditation. Just take a step back and let's just tune into this. This is roughly 9 minutes, so that nicely takes us to the half-an-hour break. And thank you for joining. And let's tune into our meditation, but keep thinking about your activities while doing that. Most importantly, this meditation is more about calming your mind, right? Because of the overthinking. I'm notorious for doing that. I'm sure you are also notorious for doing this. Let's calm our mind. Let's listen to this. Take a step back. Let's just do it. Thanks for joining today.
Hello and welcome. Begin by getting yourself into a safe, comfortable position, sitting or lying down, with your arms resting comfortably. When you are settled, take a deep breath in, slowly exhale, and allow your eyes to gently close as you relax and tune into your breathing. Feel your lungs expand with the in-breath and contract with the out-breath. In and out. Notice the small pause between each breath, keeping it gentle and natural. Nothing forced. Just slow, easy breaths. Allow everything to begin to slow. Let your body relax. Allow your mind to calm. And just breathe. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight, and just relax your heavy head. If at any time your mind should begin to wander, at the moment you notice, consciously turn your attention back to your breath, and again tune in to the rise and fall of your chest. As each muscle begins to relax, follow each of your breaths all the way in and all the way out. Feel the air pass on your nostrils or lips. Sense every sensation as you breathe nice and easy, giving permission to release all tension. And notice just how relaxed you have already become. Stay with your breathing and feel yourself going deeper and deeper into total relaxation. When you stay connected to your breath, in tune and attentive, your mind becomes occupied, leaving no room for unwanted or intrusive thoughts. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay with your breath. Understand that you are not your thoughts. It is okay and it is normal to have unpleasant or repeating thoughts. But these thoughts are not you. They should be regarded only for what they are, just thoughts. Still keeping your breathing as your anchor. Should a thought arise, see it as a bubble and just play the observer. Don't go with the thought, but rather watch and observe the bubble. With no judgment, no emotion or attachment. Simply acknowledge that the thought is there. And when you are ready, consciously and deliberately, reach out and pop this bubble, releasing this thought. No matter how many thoughts may enter, repeat this process as many times as you need. Pop the bubble, each time bringing yourself back to your breath, keeping yourself anchored. Remember that your mind is yours to control. And although external influences can play their part, it is always up to you to feed your mind correctly and rid yourself of anything that isn't self-serving. Bring your attention back to the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Become aware of your body as a whole. Notice the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Feel the contact on your feet or your back. As this meditation comes to an end, remember to be easy on yourself. Your thoughts do not define who you are. When you are ready, allow your eyes to slowly open. bringing yourself back to the room around you. And know everything is going to be okay.
Slowly open your eyes and relax. That's it. That's the end of day 9. Reflect on your activities and come out with at least 30. If possible, complete the entire 40 or as many in their template. So that tomorrow we'll be filtering off and trying to understand how we can declutter. Until then, look after yourself. I'll see you same time tomorrow. And as always, we'll continue with a new link to discuss face to face. There you can ask questions and you can share your experience. And is there anything else you would like to share? It's a safe environment, so please do pop in tomorrow, 3 to 3:30 for the coaching and 3:30 to 4 for the actual interaction class. Take good care and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day or have a good evening.